Hello, Lakers fans. Let's start. Let's start. I want to see some fans here. If not, I will start anyways because I love to do this. I love to take um, to to talk to people about one of my passions, which is the Lakers. And so while we get some people, let's hit the official intro, and we're gonna start talking about why the this is not a surprise in terms of what happened with Westbrook and John Wall. I mean, it was there were attempts to it, and so I don't know. The press have that like a breaking news. I don't like if that was something out of nowhere, but we know that. But let's hit the intro. Let's talk about LeBron James and also a little bit about Westbrook and John Wall.
This is Perspective Log X, and I am your host, E.A. Crespo. Perspective Log X, Lakers-fandom.
All right. So let's start by saying that um, media have to sell news. And so to me, this whole breaking John Wall um, Westbrook trade is something that to me is no surprise. They were trying to do it and they did it. And the thing is, truly, there's not much exchange because they both play kind of the same type of game. Um, and uh, Westbrook wanted out, and Wall, it's kind of a question mark, right? Apparently, he's good to go, but it's a question mark because you never know when your player is not going to be, those injuries are usually the end of many careers. So we don't know how much that will hurt. Now, let's talk about LeBron James. Look, I think there's only two contracts that um, pass further of the in the Lakers cap that pass further than 2021, and that is LeBron James, and the other one I think is Marc Gasol, and when Anthony Davis signed, that would be the third one. So everybody else contract finished at the same time that Giannis and let me okay. There's so many people that are going to be free agents there. Chris Paul, LeBron is not going to be a free agent anymore because he signed. But Chris Paul, Kawhi, Blake Griffin, maybe some of these names already signed over that, but they signed extensions. But there's still a lot of names. Blake Griffin, Paul George, Mike Conley, uh, uh, Kyle Lowry, Paul Millsap, DeMar DeRozan, Otto Porter Jr., Drew Holiday, Rudy Gobert, Andrew Drummond, Giannis Antetokounmpo, LaMarcus Aldridge, Victor Oladipo, Goran Dragic, Tim Hardaway Jr., uh, Dennis Schroeder is going to be a free agent. Evan Fournier, uh, Danny Green, and Andre Iguodala, Kelly Oubre Jr., JJ Redick, Justin Winslow, Kelly Olynyk, Trevor Ariza, Patrick Mills, um, Tony Snells, Spencer Dinwiddie, um, Dante Exum, Josh Richardson, some of these guys, Zion, Serge Ibaka, uh, Montrezl Harrell, Patrick Jones Jr. I don't know if Montrezl Harrell signed for an extension. I don't know. DeAndre Ayton. This is one I love. Ja Morant. I don't know if he signed an extension. Lonzo Ball. For those who want Lonzo Ball back, there's a chance right there. Lou Williams, Cristiano Felicio, PJ Tucker, Derrick Rose, Luka Doncic. I don't know if he signed an extension. Doug McDermott, Robin Lopez, DeAndre Hunter, Darius Miller, Majana. I forgot. Uh, how is it? Bel Belzik Bel Velika. I'd murdered his last name. I can't remember how it's pronounced. Jerem Jackson Jr., Darius Garland, Jabari Parker. This one I love. Trey Young, uh, Ishmael Smith, Alec Brooks, Avery Bradley, Jonathan Isaac. I think everybody got an extended contract. I'm not sure. There's still at least Nerlens Noel. I'm jumping names but this time. Looking for people that Reggie Bullock is somebody that could fit. I know we had Tyler Hero, Mo Harkless, TJ McConnell, Michael Porter Jr. If we can get that guy, I mean, a bunch of European guys. I forgot how to pronounce the name. Jose Barea from Puerto Rico. JJ. So everybody knows him here. Jeff Green. Dwight Howard. Kevin Hunter. I mean, the list keeps going. DeMarcus Cousins. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Aaron Holiday, Kyle Kuzma, Tony Bradley, Ball, which would be a good center to get if we could get him. Tyler Johnson, Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner is not a bad uh, center. He's not really good, but he can do spacing. Because he can shoot the three. And Kevin Porter Jr. I mean, not all of them are superstars. But if we can get, you know, some guys who can score 15, 20 points. This is the thing about the third star. Who, if Giannis gets to the Lakers with Anthony Davis and with LeBron James, it's gonna be hard to decide who to score. It's gonna be a great front line defensively. Uh, you know, we can add a 7-footer, so I don't know. I don't know why would we, but you know, we have to add another guy. Uh, Diallo is in this list. Telling Horton Tucker. Um, Kendrick Nunn. You know, there's a list that keep going. I mean, yeah, not all the names are A-listers, you know, in basketball, but a lot of names here. Jeff Teague, you know, uh, Jay Scrub is okay. Jay Scrub is going to be a free agent. That kid is good. Devonta Keiko is going to be a free agent. Taco Fall is going to be a free agent. Uh, Cassius Stanley is going to be a free agent. A lot of these kids, you know, Bradley Beal, I think he's unrestricted. You know, we could get Bradley Beal. I think so. How much is Bradley Beal getting paid right now? I don't understand this list. Bradley Beal should be at the beginning instead of it being at the end. Okay, let's view Bradley Beal and see how much he's getting right now. Yeah, I know he's 27. I know his position. I want to know his. Now I gotta find him in this huge list to see how much he makes right now. To kind of, you know, see where if we can get him. Bradley Beal knows that if he doesn't make enough noise this year, he might not. Trey Young. I mean, the teams are trying to demonstrate that they can make noise. I know that they can't win, but make noise. But this is the thing. Sometimes when you have too many stars in a team, the chemistry gets, you know, it's affected. I think one of the underlying uh, things that work um, last year is that everybody was committed to their role, and they were trying to they were sold into the idea that if you are and I think Jared Dudley mentioned it, that if you can be a star on your role, like if you do your role well, you are going to be attractive to get big contracts. I think of Danny Green. One of the things that Danny Green said about the Lakers once he was moved to the 76ers is that he was thankful for the Lakers because he never thought he was going to get the contract he got. And he's still going to get paid for that. Not by the Lakers, but because they have to honor the contract, right? Until he becomes a free agent. And we could even get him back as a free agent. And probably he won't get, you know, as much money. I don't know. There's a possibility there. But forget that. Forget that. If Montrez and Schroeder, Dennis Schroeder, if they can provide a championship with the Lakers, and all we are going to need are a backup point guard, centers, and we are going to have Marc Gasol for another year, I think. We can get Nerlens Noel, and then we can have Montrezl Harrell as a power forward all the time, uh, uh, and Markieff. If we go small, we can have Harrell and Markieff Morris on the on the team, while either LeBron or Davis are in the game. And everybody's talking about that we don't have point guards, but South Bay is going to have 2 point guards that are going to be good, and I expect one of them at least, or 2 of them, to get a contract at certain point. If the contract is going to be from the Lakers, I don't know. We lost a guy who we could get when he's a free agent, or it doesn't have to cost much. We lost him to the Warriors, which is Norvell, Norvell Jr. Um, that kid is a 3-point shooter. Uh, he's got pretty good handles. He can play the point and the shooting guard. And we lost him, uh, but to Golden State. But we can get him back. I'm not afraid of that. But there are enough free agents that have, that are high contributors in their teams that are going to be there. And remember, we can still get back Dwight Howard. We can still get him back. And, you know, having Dwight and Montrez in a lineup, who, you know, two enforcers, and having Montrez as a power forward, as a center a little bit, and the sky is the limit. That's what I'm trying to say. The sky is the limit. Um, um, I never got the Bradley Beal contract. Let me see if I can. But yeah, I mean, why they don't have Bradley Beal here in this? Like, is this some sort of maybe this is by. So he should be close to the top, no? I don't understand this. Like Giannis right now, he's getting 25 millions a year, right? So let's say he rejects the money of the supermax, right? How much would the Lakers could offer him? Let's say Anthony Davis. Uh, yeah, it's by salary. Wow, so he's getting a lot. But I don't understand how much is getting Bradley Beal. I don't even see his name. Uh, didn't he sign something? It's just weird because they have him down in the list as the most popular, but then when I look at the salaries, he's not even he's not in the top. Chris Paul, uh, LeBron James, but LeBron James signed, so but he's here, Blake Griffin, Blake Griffin, um, Paul George, all these are in the 30s. Mike Conley, Kyle Lowry, Paul Millsap, 30,000. DeMar DeRozan, now we go to 27 million. Otto Porter Jr., 26 million. Drew Holiday, uh, 26 million. Rudy Gobert, 25. Andrew Drummond, 25. Giannis is only 25. LaMarcus Aldridge, she's 25. Victor Oladipo, 21. Goran Dragic, he signed up. Tim Hardaway Jr. is 17. Schroeder, I think it's 17 with us too. Kelly Oubre Jr. is 15, but I don't know if now that he signed, it's more, maybe it's the same. I mean, I don't see. I don't see. Jamoran is only getting 8, 18. I mean, 8 million, almost 9 million a year. If we give him $20 million contract, Jamoran, I think he would go to the Lakers. Lou Williams, 8 million. Derrick Rose is a 7 million contract. And I'm pretty sure that the Lakers can get him for either that or less when he's a free agent without losing anybody. So this is what I'm saying. The Lakers have, look at Trae Young. Trae Young is getting $6 million. $6 million. I don't know if he signed an extension, but if he's getting $6 million and the Lakers offer him, I don't know, $18 million, do you think he will not take it? And Trae Young would be excellent for the Lakers, I think. No, I don't see Bradley Beal here. You know, I'm looking at the 4 million, like I'm looking at Reggie Bullock, 4 million salary. Zach Collins, and I still can't see. Tyler Hero is getting 3 million. You know, it's around the same as Wesley Matthews. Michael Porter Jr. is getting 3 millions. I mean, and I tell you, Michael Porter Jr., he's going to be a big star. He's going to be a big star. Here down is Alex Caruso with 2 million, 3 million. I see Jared Dudley, Carmelo, 2 million. Markieff Morris, 2 million. There's got to be a. Let me see if I can get. I don't know. NBA.com doesn't have any of the salaries. Let me see. Um, gonna look for the salary here. The, so, all right. Let's see. Okay, John Wall has the Superman, but I don't see Bradley Beal here either. Why is this? Okay, Bradley Beal max 27 million. And it's like 27 uh 93. So it's 27 basically. Or if you want to say, I don't know. No, it's 27. That's it. So let's say let's say LeBron James, let's assume that uh salary cap is um salary cap is I'm not going to put the zeros. I'm just 119 without the hard cap. All right. The hard cap is 129. It's going to stay like this year because the Lakers can't really, I mean, the NBA can't really get the salary up, but, or maybe they can for 21. But as far as I know, let's do it with the salary cap we have right now. So to that, you have to take off 41, and you have 78, and uh, you have Anthony Davis. Let's say he gets the same treatment, 41 again. Wait, what happened here? Oh, okay. Um, what did I do? 78. So they would still have $37 million to offer. Um, but then everything, everybody uh, they would have to sacrifice um, pretty much everybody they have now to offer to use the cap, the $37 million left in the cap after signing to I don't know if that's a super max, but it's a max salary for LeBron and AD. They would absorb most of the cap, but there would be $37 million to play with. We can bring back, you know, Caruso. We can bring back, the guys that didn't cost us that much. Uh, maybe like Bradley Beal is not that expensive, but after, we could get him with the cap, but we would have to have a cast that doesn't cost much. And so we are going to have to use veteran minimums again a lot. And um, I don't know if the mid-level exception, we would have to, get uh, whatever we can with that. But it's gonna be difficult, but it's doable. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm saying if we get, Anthony Davis a 41 like LeBron, we would still have 37 million and a lot of free agents that are going to be there. Uh, they are, it's feasible to get some of them or to still sign, uh, still extend to Montrezl Harrell. I think the Lakers are waiting until the trading, you know, trading after the mid of the season, the middle of the season. Um, if they need to trade anybody, I think that would be probably the moment. Kyle Kuzma, let's see, in that moment, we can see if he's valuable. If they extend the contract to Kyle Kuzma, remember this, he could still be tradable, and it would be easier to trade him. That's why I'm not bothered by Kyle Kuzma's contract, because he could still be traded, and it would be better. The problem with Kyle Kuzma is that he's got a lot of talent, but a very small salary. So the Lakers, it would be good to extend a contract to Kyle Kuzma. So if they need to trade him, it would be easier for them to trade him for some and get some value back. But if you are trading a guy who gets paid a little bit over 3 million for somebody with the same talent, it's going to be really strange, really bad, unless you take a gamble on a rookie, you know, some rookie that looks like he's really promising, and he's still on their 3 million something contract. Is a 40% shooter or something like that, and his first year he was great in a team that has, where Kuzma could be a better fit for them. You know, a lot of teams want Kuzma, and if they can get him, um, just in the free agency, you know. So I think the Lakers are going to be okay. I don't think the Lakers did this contract with LeBron James not thinking well, because they have been proving that pretty much they can do miracles with the budget. So I wouldn't be at all, you know, surprised because of what they can do. I think this front office is um, the best front office there is right now in the NBA. All right, so I'm gonna leave it here, and we'll get tomorrow. I'm doing an experiment to do it at this time, but if I'm not getting the views, I'm going back to my regular time. So may God bless you. Be kind to one another. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. Go Lakers. Bye bye.